Welcome back to the Sports Source. One of these days, we're going to let that camera come on during commercials, and some of those segments are better than the on-air segments. All right. This segment brought to you by Parkside Cabin Rentals. When it comes to hospitality in Sevier County and around the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the Ogle family has been leading the way since the park first opened. They take pride in all of their different cabins and layouts that they offer. You can tell it when you walk into one. They are fantastic in terms of just all the entertainment options you get in each of these cabins, and they're all different. So you can go to their website, check out all the different layouts, find the one that's right for you. And whenever you stay with them, free parking in downtown Gatlinburg. ParksideCabinRentals.com to learn more. Okay, as I said, every few weeks we're going to do kind of a read and react segment on the players. We'll do it once a month. It's that time again. So I want to know, I'll throw out a name to each of you. You just quickly sum up if they're carrying their weight. If they're not, are they improving? Are they not? What do you like about their game? What do you not like about the way it's been going recently? So I will start with Vincenzo. I'll give you Santiago. So Santiago Vescovi, I'll say it again. I know that's not how he pronounces it, but once you get here, don't change your name after you're here because I'm not changing it. I'm too silly. I can't do it.
So can I not call him Vescovi?
That's right. You can't say Vescovi. You have to say Vescovi when you're on this show.
Or Santi.
We'll go.
Go ahead.
We'll go with Santiago. I think he's actually one of the players that you can point to, arguably the player that you can point to that's the most improved on this roster from a year ago. I think getting himself in great shape, the body, you see the shoulders back, the way he carries himself, he's improved on defense, one of the steals leaders on this team. He scored in double digits in 6 straight games, team high 20 points yesterday. I don't know if we would have envisioned him being leading scorer on this team or one of the leading scorers. I think that kind of speaks to everybody else in some of the other struggles. But I think he's done a really nice job overall in carrying a bigger load. I think it would just be best for Tennessee if they could take some of that load off of him.
All right. Chuck, you get 20 to 30 seconds on Kennedy Chandler and the way he's been playing.
Well, enjoy what you have because this is just about most likely the only season you're going to have. 27 points at Colorado was his best game, correct?
Yes.
A career high, season high. Then a little bit of a lull, but it's a true freshman. As Mark has said, he's the most dynamic guy. If you're watching Tennessee and you're not a fan, he's the one that really pops off the screen to me. If there's things to work on, I would think it maybe finish a little bit better around the rim. He's working on that. And on free throws, I don't know that he's made 2 of 2. It seems like he always misses 1 somewhere in that time.
Have the odds on him leaving gone down this year at all?
No.
Mark, Olivier Commois.
Improved skill set, but toughness exposed. Just the more playing time he gets, you can see his skill and ability to shoot threes has evolved. But the more he's out there, the more that by evidence of 0 rebounds last night, his toughness is exposed.
All right. John Fulkerson, ditto?
Yeah, not nearly enough. And I would not have guessed the last couple of weeks would play out after we saw him against Arizona. And there's the COVID situation. I don't know how much that's affected, but yesterday was going to go down as one of the worst performances of his time at Tennessee.
Mark, I'll come back to you. Zakai Ziegler.
Excited because he's a 4-year type guy, and what he could grow into. Incredible energy, gets his spots on the floor, has a lot to improve, obviously, but as a freshman point guard that should be in high school, excited about his future.
That's a guy who, if you're going to have a guy who's a leader that's a young guy, it'd be nice if it were him, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Vince, Josiah Jordan-James.
Well, I talked to him in the pregame before yesterday's game, and one of the things he kind of mentioned was the leadership aspect, which Rick Barnes was not one of the guys that Rick Barnes mentioned in the postgame. So I think that's an area that he can improve in. But he brings you a lot of the other things: the rebounding, the blocks, the steals, some of those things. Kind of a glue guy. He's starting to get his shot come around a little bit. Only the second game made 3 threes yesterday. Only the second game this year where he's had more than 2 made 3-pointers. Living beyond the 3-point line a lot more than people are used to, but he's a guy that I think can improve as the year goes on, now that he's maybe getting away from being banged up earlier in the year.
Justin Powell.
If this offense is going to come close to maximizing its potential, it needs more Justin Powell. I don't know if there's a confidence issue. I don't know if he's unsure of his role exactly, if that goes both ways with the coaching staff. But I have no doubt that he's one of the best shooters on the team. They need more Justin Powell.
And when he's on the floor, he needs to shoot more. You know, when you're going 18, 19 minutes and 1-3 attempt or 0-3 attempts, that's not good enough.
Yeah, his arrival is one of the reasons I was really high on what this team could be offensively, but we haven't seen it yet.
And I think that's what we were talking off camera here. I think that's one of the reasons that fan base is so frustrated this year is because we did look at it going into the season and say, oh, they added this and you
Yeah.
added this and it's supposed to be better, and it's not. Chuck, Victor Bailey.
I tell you what, I think there's been more disappointments than success there. It was a transfer that remember, he had to sit out a whole season.
Oh, yeah.
Correct?
And everybody was saying, oh, he's going to be the best guard on the team.
Yeah. And now we've talked to his, closing in on 1,000 points. I've got him 129 away. I think when he comes in that he looks to shoot too quick, that he needs to pass, concentrate on defense. And if somebody's going to lose some minutes to give that somebody else gets, I think this would be somewhere that you would look if his play doesn't improve.
Mark, I'll let you finish. 30 seconds on Huntley Hatfield and Plavsic.
Plavsic actually improved, and I'm not a big Plavsic fan, but he does make little things. Like he seals off the post. He's gotten better in ball screen defense. He has become a better basketball player. But the upside for me with the Brandon Huntley Hatfield is so much higher than the Euros. And I understand he's got to learn how to work hard, learn how to practice. You can't just give playing time to give playing time because of the message that sends to the rest of the roster. However, Brandon Huntley Hatfield is a guy, his potential is incredible, and he needs to play more and get some of those Euros minutes. Because again, if you're losing by 20, I'd rather get Brandon Huntley Hatfield 25 minutes and lose by 20 than get him 10 minutes and lose by 25 and give the other minutes to Euros.
All right. Very good. When we come back, Tennessee done with the SEC title race? I think we may be able to judge that from the last 3 segments, but we'll ask it. Vandy's next, then LSU. We'll preview that, then we'll get to football. Come on back on the Sports Source.